Hello, I'm Robert Foster with Spartan Mowers. I want to tell you all a little bit about the new mower we have here, and this is our RT HD series. This machine has a 6-inch deep deck system. It has on the deck here we actually have a shock system here that takes all the vibration out of the deck system. So this is a vibration controlled deck system that we call. And then mowers, when you end up kicking your blades on, the clutch pushes to the belt to the first pulley, and then you get a lot of whip in the belt, so it causes a little bit of vibration. So this right here literally got tension both directions, so that's a big plus. We're the only mower company out there that has this on there. So once you kick the blades on, you'll see that it makes a big difference. The Spartan mowers, we have radial fronts, radial rears on the machine, so you can run 10 psi in the machines, where a lot of the bias plate you have to run 20 psi, so it's a lot softer ride. Our SRT models this year have a 6-layer suspension system. What we call our 6-layer system is our radial tires is our first layer, and then we have for the second layer we have on the SRTs we have rear independent, so it has the rear tires move up and down. On the SRT models, on the RT, it's a fixed system. But then we have another layer here underneath the seat system here. We have tech packs here. So these tech packs here, you can move back and forth for however much you weigh, anywhere from 100 to 300 pounds. So there's a knob underneath here. You just barely turn it, move it back and forth. And then, so on the SRT model, that would be your 3rd layer suspension. And then your 4th layer suspension is these ISO 360 mounts. And what that does, that lets the seat move back 360 degrees every direction. And then underneath the seat right here, the bottom of the seat right here, it's trampoline bottom, so it's called diametral. So the seat actually has a diametral bottom in it. And then the seat for the 6th layer has, the last layer is a 3-inch full seat suspension. So it travels up and down. You know, a lot of seats are only 1.5 inches, 2 inches. This one here travels 3 inches, so I'll kind of show you here how it works. You just adjust how much you weigh right here on the seat, and then dial it in, and then when you sit here on it, if you see how you literally just float. So when you have this many layers, that if you ever had any back issues or any, you know, this makes a big difference. And then you have a 360. So with this ISO mount here in the front, this is a 3-point system, and basically how you mount like engines and different things mechanically. They mount on a 3-point system, and it lets you be able to float 360. So we feel like that we had the #1 ride in the industry today. Our heel hold on the machine with the radial tires. You know, if you look online, we would be, you know, the very top on heel hold. And our steering system here is it's all it has hubs here with bearings in the hub, so it's really smooth system. Instead of having bushings, it's got bearings, so very smooth. And another thing too, as we go back to our deck system, is our front scalping wheels. They're solid wheels and they're greasable. So a lot of scalping wheels are just hollow and they just have support on one side. So we actually double support these, and then we put grease fittings in them too. So scalping wheels are going to last a very long time. So we have to operate the deck system. This is very simple. You basically just touch your pedal and turn to whatever height that you want. It's that easy. The deck is shock assisted too, so it's very easy to push. It's got a shock on it, and then you just turn it to whatever knob it is. Split seconds, you can do it on the go. And then this panel system right here, anything from an RT Pro and above has a phone pocket. So it has a deep pocket for your phone to go in. It has a phone charger on it. It has this system here. As far as a panel system, it literally will tell you if you know how long your deck ran, how long your engines ran, and you just punch your code in. So like here, 2412 code. So so if the dealership will end up programming whatever code that you want in it, and then so if your deck was as far as your handles, if they was to be moved in a little bit, it'll show up here so that to push your handles out. And then if you a lot of times people will kill the machine with the PTO up, and then when they go back on it won't start and they don't know why, but you can look here and see that it will show there that's on, and it shows you on your brake system. You have to have your brakes set before you can start the machine. So you have to sit your brake, and then this comes in very, very handy. This tells you when to change your oil the first time. It gives you an indication at 20 hours for the first oil change, and then it says change oil now at 25 hours, and then after that it's programmed to 100 hours. So we use AMSOIL products, in our engines. And we use 1,000-hour Parker hydrostatic oil for the transmissions. Yeah, if you look here too, there's a receiver hitch. The one out of your pickup, the same receiver hitch, and it will fit this right here. Same pin, same receiver hitch. That makes it very handy. Moving bolts or moving trailers around. Very, very handy. Yeah, and our machine too. One of the cool things about our machine is they are already pre-wired for your accessories. So if you put lights on it, if you put automatic chute, deck lift, everything, all you do is plug it in, and it's already in your instrument panel. So that makes it super simple. So literally, to put a light kit on, you can put a light kit in like 3 minutes. So we have a Spartan light kit system that actually the hair lights up when the light comes on. Special made for the Spartan Mowers, so that you've got light going out left and right, so it covers a big area, and special designed and built for the mower that you can put on in like 3 minutes. So it makes it very, very handy. So we have a lot of advantages on the Spartan mower. If you look at our idler system, our pulleys, we use the highest grade pulleys you can possibly use. This pulley system that we have here is it's a single pulley, as far as it's one piece of metal that forms this whole entire pulley. So it's not a two-piece like you mainly see in idler. So what happens is there's a machine made that a company has made that will form this pulley, and then they machine the center of it and put a precision bearing in it, and then they put a seal on top of it. So that keeps you from having any play at all in your pulley, and then it's got 4 rings that seals any kind of debris coming in. So it makes it makes a pulley last 4 to 5 times longer. So it's it makes a big difference if you got a high end pulley on a machine or a low end. So. And then we have as far as the Parker hydrostat transmissions, these are a system where a lot of hydro systems that they call transaxles. A transaxle we have on our 2 lowest models, but they have gear reduction. The Parkers are a transmission that are direct drive. So what happens on a Parker transmission is they end up running about 20 degrees cooler than a transaxle system, and then it takes about 20% less horsepower to operate them. So then your deck ends up getting the extra 20% that the drives would take. Your deck ends up getting it, so you have a lot more power to your deck. Our deck system too is it's got a 6-inch deep deck system from RT Pro and above. So it's really big volume. The more volume you have on your deck, the less chance that you have on your machine bogging down. So having the really deep deck system makes a big difference. And another thing that you'll see on the Spartan mowers is that our decks are hooked to the frame, and they're done with neoprene bushings. So the neoprene bushings is very, very durable. That's something that you should never ever have to replace on the mower. And so what happens is you don't have any side-to-side movement on the deck. They don't have any side-to-side movement, and they don't make any noise going up or down because it's inside a neoprene bushing. So it's a sleeve back here at the back of the deck. If you look back here, you can see this this tubing that goes from the frame to the deck, and right down here is the bushings right here. So it's got a 1/2-inch bolt goes through, and it you know, it's very, very good for a deck system.